Hello everyone, can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, well, so you guys let me know if you can hear me, and I will go ahead and get started. Hi, Miss Peggy Smith. How are you? Can you hear me? All right, awesome. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we are going to do a recap, okay, real quick. I feel like that's important because I didn't do it yesterday. And just to refresh, you know, everybody's memory and everything, we'll just go ahead and do a recap at the beginning. And because we're on the last one of the wands here, we're going to be moving into the court cards. Boy, that lost me there for a minute. We'll be moving into the court cards next week. So the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. So, you know, you guys, you're about ready to, I'm telling you, you're about ready to start, you know, doing some readings and understanding how everything is connected, okay? How these energies are connected. You guys, and some of you already are. Those of you that are doing readings and stuff, you already, I feel like, have stuff lining up. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Ace of Wands, okay? Now, the Ace of Wands represents a new beginning, a new adventure, something that you are so passionate about, okay? And there's a promise here that with this new beginning, okay, it's blessed, okay? That's the divine that is, you know, offering this new beginning, this new opportunity, okay? There's a promise for growth and expansion as long as you take care and nurture, okay, this ace. You can take it all the way to the top. You know, this can also represent conception, okay? This can represent being re-inspired, okay? Your passion being reignited. This could, you know, be a new business. This could be a new romance. This could be a new career opportunity. This could be you getting excited because there's a position opening up at the place you already work at and you want it and it's higher up. It's that type of energy. Now we have the Two of Wands. Okay, I love this. I call this stepping into your personal empowerment right here. He's holding that globe in the palm of his hands. He knows it doesn't matter what path he goes down or what door he decides to walk through. He's going to own it, okay? He's going to make it his. He's stepped into his power. He knows that he is the creator of his reality right here, okay? And it's that energy of ready to go, all right? You got this new opportunity, this new adventure right here. You know, you've done decided, I'm taking it, and I'm going for it. Then you have the Three of Wands, okay? You've been tending to your garden. You've been nurturing what that ace was. And you know that all the hard work, time, and effort you've put in, something's going to come back. And it is. It'll come back threefold. What you put in comes back 3 times with growth and expansion, okay? But oftentimes this represents divine timing as well. So, be patient. This is the card of, waiting on your ships to come in as well. If you're waiting on an inheritance, a legal situation, anything to do with money, okay? This, when you receive this, it depends on what position it's in. It can definitely represent that your ships are coming in. This also talks about you having foresight. Your third eye is open, your crown chakra is open, you know where you're headed, you know where you're going, all right? Four of Wands, one of the happiest, if not the happiest energy, besides the sun, in the tarot. To me, this represents, the bond between family, maybe starting a family, maybe buying a home, selling a home, property. This can represent stability and security as well, making sure that you lay a solid foundation. This can be celebrations, a wedding, okay? A baby shower. Maybe it's a family reunion. You always pay attention to the energies that are around and then what's coming through from your guides. Then you have the Five of Wands, okay? This could be an inner battle or inner struggle, but you'll be able to work through it. This can represent, you had a wall, just fall down right in front of you, okay, and you're stuck. And now you're asking yourself, was I going in the wrong direction? Was I going after the wrong thing? You're doubting yourself. And it doesn't mean that at all. It means you need to do a divine detour, okay? Oftentimes this can represent friendly competition. It doesn't mean, it does say friendly. It's supposed to be friendly, but we know how that goes, right? But this could represent competition, being very competitive, okay? This could have to do with your work. But it's a 5, okay? And you're going to, the fives, all the fives are about the challenges that we go through in our life. And, it happens all the time. It's life. It's how you choose to react, okay, when it happens, and how you handle it. Are you going to allow it to leave you stuck? Are you going to allow it to make you quit what you're doing? Or are you going to transmute it into something that's going to benefit you, okay? And that's the one you want to do. Life's lessons, it's easier if we just take the time to go ahead and learn them, okay? When a challenge shows up, go ahead. Learn what you need to learn from it. Transmute it, okay? Six of Wands, recognition, victory, reward for effort, success. I love this energy. This could definitely represent pay raise, promotion, bonus. This is you moving out of that 5 energy, okay? And you are successfully moving forward ahead, all right? Don't stop here, okay? This is only a 6, you guys. There is still room to go up, okay? More growth and expansion. Now you have the 7 of Wands. This is a defensive energy. You could have people overstepping your boundaries, or you could be just literally standing up for what your truth is, what you believe in, protecting your family, protecting your ideas, your business, okay? And you have the upper hand in this situation. You see the wands, they're down, okay? They're down here, so he's above, up higher than them. So he does have the gaining advantage, okay? It's going to be important for you to, don't back down, okay, when you have a conflict like this, especially when it has to do with what your beliefs are, okay? It's okay for everybody to have different beliefs. That should not cause problems, okay? It shouldn't. Just be respectful of other people's beliefs, and You know, it should go the other way as well, and I know that doesn't happen. Um, I know that personally. So it's okay. You're awake. They're not. Just remember that. And just give them time. Give them time. All right? Pray for them. We have the Eight of Wands. This is exciting news. Okay? This is receiving a phone call, an email, a letter. This could be arrows of love coming in too, you guys, if it's something that you are wanting, okay? If you're wanting love and this shows up, well, then you better be putting yourself out there so you can get noticed, okay? Because it represents you're going to be very attractive. You know, the opposite sex is going to be attracted to you. So that's awesome. Well, it doesn't have to be the opposite. See, I didn't mean to say it that way. Your partner or who, you guys know what I'm talking about, okay? I don't want to offend anybody, but it can be the same sex or whatever, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I singled it out there, didn't I, you guys? I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. Now, like I said, you want to put yourself out there. You want to, you know, get noticed. Now, this can sometimes represent, and it, like I said, it depends on the cards that are around. You may be getting in an airplane, going, you're flying somewhere. A lot of times this can represent you're flying out of the country, okay? This represents that whatever news is coming in, it's very exciting. It's something that you have passion for, okay? It's something that you've been wanting to hear. And it could be unexpected as well. It depends on the cards that are around it. Now, the Nine of Wands, all right? This is another defensive energy, but it's very powerful at the same time. This is the wounded warrior energy, okay? You know, sometimes we go through so much that we shut our hearts off, okay? Or we just close ourselves up and not let nobody in because we've been hurt so much, okay? We've got walls built up, you know, around our heart so we can't get hurt again, okay? And that's kind of this energy right here. And you want to make sure that you're not doing that, okay? And that you're allowing yourself to heal. And it's important to remember, not everybody is like that, okay? This represents you've been through a lot. You may have been in an abusive marriage, relationship, toxic work environment, but you know what? You persevered, okay? You are courageous. Most people would have quit. Most people would have walked away. But you made it. There's, you know, this talks about you made it to the finish line. You made it to the end of a cycle, okay? That's powerful. That just tells me how tough someone is when this comes up here, okay? And how much inner strength that they have. There's a lot of wisdom with that energy too. All right, we got the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands to me represents letting go of, you know, a heavy load, what you've been carrying around. It may have to do with other people. You may be carrying around other people's BS, okay? Or, you know, maybe somebody hasn't been doing their part, right? And you're just like, hey, I'm not doing this no more. You know, you're going to have to do your own work. You have to take care of yourself, you know, and you're done. And it's like a huge relief right here. And I'm going to tell you something. When you release this and you let this heavy load go, it allows for you to start that cycle again over with the Ace of Wands, where now that load has been lifted, okay, now you can be inspired, you know, re-inspired to go after something, to do something that you have passion for, something that you want, okay? And you couldn't do it because you was carrying this around, whether this was yours or somebody else's load, okay? And it can be both, all right? And, you know, you guys, so it could represent needing to let go of somebody, okay? Let go of a job, you know. All right. Ooh. Seda Whitehead, did you send me your address, sweetheart? I sent you an email. You guys, my son-in-law took all of the, had them all filled out today, and took all the cards that you guys are waiting on to the post office. Okay, he just took them. He hasn't come back yet. I'm hoping I don't have everything should get mailed fine, but one person is in Mexico, and I don't know if he'll have to see someone in person. He gets off work, you guys, so late that the window is closed at the post office, so he has to do it like on a kiosk. But anyway, you guys, your stuff is mailed now. Seda Whitehead, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, sweetheart. Did you send me your address? And I will get your cards out tomorrow. Send me your address, okay? Let's see who else is in here that I can recognize. No, that's it. All right. Purchase the tarot for beginners. That's wonderful, Donna 661. 6661. You guys, my back is great, okay? Still a little tender, but it's awesome. I'm waiting on my son-in-law to put my new chair together, and I'm really excited, so I will be back at my desk. Maybe I wanted to do the live Libra over on Hidden Truth Tarot at my desk, but I may not be able to. I may have to do it right here, and I didn't want to do it right here. But I don't know if he's going to make it back in time to get my chair put together and everything and get situated. All right, you guys. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to move on. I'm looking at the clock. I've got you guys who, if you're Libra, and you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be Libra. If you feel drawn to a reading, then hey, there could be messages there for you. But that's going to be at 7:15, and it's going to be great. It's going to be good. All right, 10 of Wands. A burdened down figure. A warning against making life unnecessarily difficult for oneself. In a positive sense, the picture shows dedication and success. A person who takes on his tasks wholeheartedly, literally pursuing his own inclinations, getting things done, and reaching goals which are larger than himself. Okay? Now it says underneath the card, can't see the forest for the trees, or getting ahead. Spiritual experience. Taking up his cross as a symbol. The cross is older than Christianity, and like the circle or the square, it is a sign for the differentiation between and unification of all forces. And it's like of the four winds. As the card of the day, now is the time for you to act. Give all to attain your heart's desire. For love and relationships, throw the ballast overboard and get a fresh grip on what is going on and in your inner motivation. For success and happiness, follow your inclination, press forward. That will give you a head start. Boy, that has some tricky parts in this one. All right, and then wow, we're going to start the Page of Wands on Sunday. That's just amazing. It's awesome. That is awesome. All right, so I'm going to move on to the Tarot Bible. Oh. All right, you guys, here's the key words, okay? And remember, this one has key phrases too as well, so you guys might want to come back and write this stuff down. All right, heavy burden, overload, uphill struggle. Excuse me. Key phrases. Taking on too much responsibility. Being too willing to please. Overextending yourself. All work and no play. Feeling you are to blame for everything. Believing there is always a price to pay. Resigned to being a workhorse. Feeling accountable. Struggling with your workload. Blocked thinking. Okay? Now, whenever this card appears in a layout, it indicates that you have some kind of burden which you are carrying. Before you immediately put your finger on the cause, too much work, too much duty, too much anything. Think about whether your perception of life is in need of revamp. Is it possible that you are so wrapped up in the normal burdens of life that you have no direction, no current goal, or just can't see where you're going? This card signifies that it is time to lighten the load, to drop some of your tasks, delegate, cut back, and take time out for pleasure and play. We often hang on to people in our relationships. We work hard to make a relationship work for fear of rejection. This card asks you to expand your awareness and to see the value of other viewpoints, or that letting go of huge burden you've created for yourself won't mean you give up on yourself, okay? Now, perhaps you need to take more time to devote to you and your personal journey. And a partner, lover, or relative won't stop loving you because you devote a little more time to pleasing yourself rather than them. In the future position, you might have to go through a bit of an uphill struggle. So lighten the load. Let others help you rather than nobly thinking you can do everything yourself. You may blame yourself for the events that unfold, but remember, there is no one to blame in life. The Ten of Wands says stop feeling guilty, responsible, or overcommitted, and give more time to the lighter aspects of life. Aren't they just valuable? Aren't they just as valuable? The deepest level of interpretation of this card is that our very burdens are what force us to carry on and win at all costs. It's deep, isn't it? Very deep. But it also represents, you guys, that it's the end of a cycle as well. It's over. This is, but are you going to continue? You're at a point when you reach this to just let it go? Or are you going to be somebody else's workhorse, okay? When you receive this, it's time to make a decision, okay? And that decision is to start taking better care of you, making sure number one is taken care of, okay? All right, so we've got the tarot for beginners. All right. All right, you guys. The number 10. Pinnacle of success or difficulty. Beginnings and endings, okay? Astrology, Saturn in Sagittarius. Key words: responsibilities, burdens, strength. The Ten of Wands indicates that you are burdened with social, domestic, or career-related responsibilities. You have taken on a lot, perhaps too much. This card shows a figure who is more or less able to carry these responsibilities. Their back is bent and under the weight of 10 wands. But they are strong enough to carry their burden at least a little further. The path ahead is clear, and the figure has almost made it home. You are almost to the finish line, but without being able to see where you are going. For all that you carry, you might literally lose sight of your destination. The burden of wands is at least gathered together tightly, suggesting unity of purpose and vision. This card signifies an ending, a final push with strength, persistence, and as much prioritizing and foresight as possible. You will be able to persevere through this moment and enjoy relief and reward on the other side. In this card, if this card turns up in many of your readings, think about whether it is healthy for you to sustain so many burdens all the time and what you might be able to do to lighten the load. Now, the symbolism, okay? Let me look at this. All right, the symbolism. Blue sky. You see how blue that sky is? That represents things will clear up, okay? The farmland, all right? You see the farmland back there? That represents fertile ground laboring toward the harvest. Laboring toward the harvest. Awesome. All right, now to the favorite one. My favorite one. Oh, okay. All right, you guys. All right, keywords. Responsibility, strength, commitment, maturity, burdens, exhaustion. The Ten of Wands shows you assuming responsibilities related to the new cycle that's beginning now. Although the task facing you seems more than you can bear, you have the strength to carry on and shoulder the burdens placed on you. Sometimes this card indicates exhaustion from taking on too much and pushing yourself too hard. Now it says underneath here, overburdened. Okay. Biddy Tarot, okay, at biddytarot.com offers a nice interpretation of the image on this card in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. The Ten of Wands shows a man carrying a very heavy bundle of wands or sticks. He appears to be overburdened with the weight, yet he knows he is not far away from the town he is walking towards. This card appears to indicate someone who has just finished a harvest and is struggling to bring the fruits of his labors to the local market. Interesting. All right. The Ten of Wands suggests you're overextended yourself and you're weary from the effort. I think of this as the carrying the world on your shoulders card. You may need to set boundaries or find a different way of handling the responsibilities you're struggling with. Are you carrying burdens that really don't belong to you? Where can you turn for help? Are you unwilling to give up control and stop insisting on doing everything yourself? In a reading about money, you may feel a pinch from taking on heavy obligations or supporting other people. Perhaps you've made unwise decisions and gotten into debt. Or you may be struggling, or you may be staggering under the responsibilities of handling money, such as settling an estate. It's interesting. In a reading about work, this card suggests you've undertaken too much and you're burning out. Maybe you're working overtime or assuming someone else's duties as well as your own. In a reading about love, the 10 means taking a mature, responsible attitude toward a relationship, a card of commitment. It sometimes means supporting a partner through a difficult time. All right. All right, you guys. That's going to be it for today. Now, I've had I've got several things, projects going on that I'm going to record. I've got just stuff just in their own little neat pile. Okay, I've been going through my herbs and candles and all that. Because, you know, I want to start doing, you know, something that represents, you know, every day of the week, how you can use the energy of whatever planet is ruling over that day, and, you know, how you can use it to benefit you in your day, okay? And my daughter does this every day. She gets up early. She does her planetary, you know, candle. She gets the little chime candles off Amazon, and she gets her herbs out. She uses glitter too, you know, and she does, you know, you don't do the same thing every time. You could, but, you know, just whatever you feel like you may need that day or want that day, or what you can get from the energy of that planet. Now, tonight I'm doing a ritual with Jupiter, okay? And because today is Jupiter, and I'm waiting, though, on the planetary hour, which is going to be at a little after 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. tonight. But I went all out for that, you guys. Let me show you what I did. Because I'm fixing to start showing you guys, you know, how I do this stuff, so you can get an idea of how to do it yourself. All right. What am I do with it? Okay. Oh my goodness. Hang on, you guys. Yeah, I tell you what. What in the world did I do with that? Oh, here, right in front of me, you guys. Right in front of me. Okay. I'm not finished. After I get off here, I'm going to finish this stuff up that's for the ritual I'm doing tonight. Now, I'm not filming this because this is personal. So, I'm going to use this, okay, to put the candle in. I will put, you know, rose petals, lavender, and dandelion, okay, all around here. And I'm taking I believe it's a purple, deep purple candle, and it's a pretty good sized one. It's about this big. It's about that thick. And I'm going to, you know, cleanse it. I will anoint it with almond oil, okay? And then I will light it, and I will have, you know, things laid out, okay? That is, now I'm not done with this. I'm going to make it darker and deeper, a deeper, darker, so it stands out. And I will be, you know, this is the sigil for Jupiter, but I will be doing that on a different, I'm going to cut this off and then do this on this size, okay? I was just linking stuff up together today, and that's why it's like this. So, and I will cut around the edges, and then I will also go back through. I will use a blue marker to go over this stuff, okay? Then this is the representation of 10, okay? And I will be using, see, I did Mercury yesterday. I will be using crystals as well. I think I'm going to use some amethyst and some aventurine in this one. because after I get done, I'm going to take a roller bottle, and I'm going to just use almond oil. I'm not going to put any essential oils or anything in it, because this is for my little granddaughter, okay? And her skin, she's just irritated right now, and with eczema and stuff. So I'm just going to use almond oil, and I will put I will see if I'm able to put those crystals in with that, you know, to enhance it, is what I'm going to do. If not, that's fine. I will make her a little mojo bag and put those in. I will put those in, and with some herbs and stuff, and sew it up for her to put underneath her pillow. Oh, and she, I will not show you that, but I made a, because it's personal, a sigil, okay, representing what my prayer is, what I'm, you know, calling upon the, you know, the energy of Jupiter for. Yes, Jupiter is the planet for abundance. I'm using Jupiter for something else. Jupiter is for many, 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 many different things, okay? And it's good. All good. It's also a planet of health, good health, you know. But I had her put some of her spit, her saliva, you know, on that, okay? And that's sitting over there, and I will have that in, you know, everything set up, and that's what I'm doing. But it's very personal, so I will not be filming that one, you know, this one. But just doing like little magical, daily magical spells, days of the week. You guys, I want to start doing that. I think it'll be fun. I think you guys will love it. Yeah, and when you start to see results coming in, and you will, that's when it's going to blow your mind, and you know you'll be happy. All right, I love you guys. Okay, and if you know, I guess I'll see you guys maybe over on Hidden Truth Tarot later on at 7:15. I'm going live doing Libras. All right, I love you guys. All right, I will see you later. Bye bye, everyone.